Tottenham wrapped up 2023 with a 3-1 Premier League victory over Bournemouth. Tottenham boss Ange Postecoglou was given plenty to be excited about as his side rounded off 2023 with a fine 3-1 victory over informed Bournemouth. Goals by Pape Matar Sarr, Son Heung-min and Richarlison pushed the North Londoners into fifth and only a point behind rivals Arsenal. Here are 5 things Express Sport took from the game. Sarr shines but hobbles off with AFCON in doubt. Sarr started the match in delight, scoring a fine early goal, but hobbled off in tears soon after his 9th-minute strike. The young midfielder latched onto excellent pressing by Rodrigo Bentancur and Giovanni Lo Celso, closing in on the edge of the Bournemouth penalty area before driving low past Neto to hand the North Londoners an early lead. But Sarr was distraught just after the half-hour mark, walking off the pitch in tears with his Africa Cup of Nations hopes now in doubt. The 21-year-old will hope that he will be fit in time to feature for Senegal when their tournament begins on January 15. Bentancur improves Spurs midfield. Bentancur made a surprise return for Spurs after recovering from ankle ligament damage. The Uruguayan appeared set for a lengthy absence when he was the victim of a crunching tackle by Aston Villa's Matty Cash in late November. But Bentancur has taken just a month to come back for Spurs, and his presence at the base of Postecoglou's midfield was the key to their victory over Bournemouth. His tackle in midfield sprung Spurs forward, with Sarr eventually receiving the ball to fire home. None of Spurs' rivals for the final place in the top 4 have a defensive midfielder as good as Bentancur. Sofiane Amrabat and Casemiro have struggled for Manchester United. Newcastle's midfield have lacked consistency. While Aston Villa might lose Douglas Luiz in January, Bentancur can guide a revived Spurs into the Champions League in 2024. Postecoglou sees light at the end of the tunnel. Bentancur's return is one of few reasons for Postecoglou to be excited heading into the new year. The midfielder will hope to remain fit for the remainder of the season, having endured an injury-hit 2023. Postecoglou will welcome the return to fitness of his best midfielder, and a talent Spurs rivals do not possess. The Australian head coach has endured a tough few months after a fantastic start to the season, but will now see light at the end of the tunnel. Sarr's injury will hopefully not rule him out of international duty, and one of the shining lights of the early Postecoglou era will return only as late as February 11, when the tournament finishes. That will mean he will miss just a maximum of 4 Premier League games, with a winter break and the FA Cup taking precedence in January. James Maddison's likely return early in the new year will also come as a major boost to Postecoglou, ensuring he can select his best midfield. If Spurs are to press as well as they did against Bournemouth, they will need to be able to call upon a midfield of Bentancur, Maddison and Sarr for the remainder of the campaign.